Do you like movie soundtracks? I kind of do. I've got 16 here. This is the first one. Let's get right into it. All right, so getting right into it, we've got Phantasm. And Phantasm is great. There's a lot of it that sounds very, very similar throughout, which is fine. For me, songs 1, 4, 9, and 16, with 16 being my favorite from this record, or this soundtrack. But this is a great soundtrack you could throw on during, well, most of these during Halloween, to go to sleep, whatever you want. But for me, 16. So there we go. Phantasm. Next up, we have White Zombie. And White Zombie is a Rob Zombie Presents. And this one I have listened to just a little bit. Not a ton, but I will be jumping into it. Probably something you throw on again during Halloween, something like that. Or just to clean the house. There's a nice shot of Bela Lugosi on the back there. Obviously, again, on the front, but there you have it. White Zombie. Links to all these, by the way, will be in the description. The ones that are still available that I am showing today, as well as just a link to Waxworks Records, so you can go look for yourself at what they have if you feel like checking anything out. Next up, we have Trick or Treat. Up to this point, I have not seen this movie yet, but this is definitely a cult classic type movie from the 2000s, and everybody seems to love the soundtrack. I have not listened to the soundtrack yet either. Kind of trying to wait until I see the movie to listen to the soundtrack, but the vinyl on this one looks amazing. If you go to the website, you can see, and I've looked at this one, and it pretty much does look like what's on that picture. I know that they use, for the most part, about the best looking one they can find out of the batch, but this one, in my opinion, is pretty well represented on that picture. Here we go with the back. And all of these releases are just phenomenal looking in person. They do this thing where most of these covers are a matte look with some sort of satin finish is what they call it. I don't know. Either way, these look great. There's only one of them that does have, it has almost like a paper feel to it. Obviously, I'll get to it later, but it's, once you see which one it is, it fits it. So next up, one of my favorite movies. Couldn't not get this one. 7. And on 7, we have the sloth scene, the library scene, the apartment 604 scene, and Wrath. Those are going to be my standouts. Obviously, it's seemingly as the movie progresses, because of the way that the nature of the movie, the way they are progressing in the investigation, the music progresses as that progresses. So it goes from very dark. I mean, all of it's dark, but it goes from very low and dark to, you know, just, you have to listen to it. I think you know what I'm saying if you've seen this movie or heard this soundtrack. On the back, we have the scene. Why wouldn't they put this scene? You know, what's in the box? What's in the box? Next up, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Went ahead and picked this up. This is sold out now. They do have a soundtrack to the video game. I don't know what that sounds like, but this is just the original motion picture soundtrack. And on the back here, we have a great picture of Leatherface. This is just, I mean, again, the packaging on these is phenomenal. The way that they do these, the records themselves, the pressings, everything about these, it's phenomenal. Next up, we have Creepshow. Creepshow is very keyboard and piano heavy, synth heavy, very 80s, if you will. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah, piano and synth heavy soundtrack, creepy. So, but I mean, throw it on, listen to it. Again, Halloween. I don't know if you would want to go to sleep to this one, but to each their own. On the back, there we go. And again, all of these, you can see they do a very good job of showing you what is inside the packaging, what all of it looks like. So if you go to the website, pull up those specific albums, or just look through all of what they have, you will see what you're going to get, what's still available, because there are different versions. So like a black version of some things are still available, but maybe the colored version is sold out. So if you want, take a look. And next up we have Fantastic Planet. I found this by watching a Crate Diggers video back in the past on YouTube. And a lot of them were speaking about this record, looked into it. It's been sampled a ton. This is essentially just funky break beats. I don't know if you want to get that. I don't know if it's not so upbeat, but I will say that it is great. It's another one that's kind of similar throughout the entirety of the soundtrack, but it's a great listen. I definitely recommend it. They are back in print as far as I'm aware. It was out of print for quite a while, but it's back in print. Originals of this are going to cost you a ton. And again, they were used by DJs. So some of them might be tore up. All right. And this is Primate. I didn't particularly love this movie, but I pre-ordered this before the movie, before I saw it. This is very synth-driven music, suspense building at every turn, which for the most part is just like the movie. If you listen to the soundtrack and you've seen the movie, you can kind of feel the scenes. Obviously, throughout the soundtrack, the names of the tracks are named as some of the scenes, so you kind of know what's going on. But I would say that if you've not seen this movie, this soundtrack would be okay to listen to if you're into movie soundtracks. Next up, this one was picked up simply because of the artist itself. I would not have picked up the soundtrack had it not been for the artist. I do like Nine Inch Nails and Trent Reznor, and that will be a theme coming up for the next few, but this is Tron Ares. Haven't seen the movie. Listen to the soundtrack. I know for a fact one of the songs on here was played at the show that we went to. It always feels like it was yesterday, but it was definitely, I believe, last year in September. I could be totally wrong about that. I'm not about to look that up. I know I went. I just don't know when it was. Great soundtrack. If you like Nine Inch Nails, you're going to like this. If you like Nine Inch Nails, I recommend it. Newer Nine Inch Nails. I mean, I don't know how you like old Nine Inch Nails and not new Nine Inch Nails, but to each their own. Next up, this is the one that I said the cover art feels, it feels like construction paper, I guess. Not flimsy like construction paper, but the texture of the front. So it is very matte. But I have all of these in these protectors, which obviously gives them all a gloss look. But just know this is not a glossy look. And to be honest, this is a very heavy. Again, most of these are very heavy. This one is very heavy, and that is Lost Highway. Lost Highway is going to have perfect mix of great songs with soundscapes from the film. This has David Bowie, Nine Inch Nails, or Trent Reznor. I do have this movie on the way. Should be here today. It's the Criterion release, and I have not seen it yet. So, Lost Highway. Can't wait. Great soundtrack. This is the last one of the Trent Reznor Nine Inch Nails soundtracks, but I had to pick this one up. I love this movie, and I love the soundtrack to this movie. I also love the soundtrack to Lost Highway. I just haven't seen the movie, so I don't know how it incorporates into the movie. But I do love the way that Trent Reznor does his movie scores and movie soundtracks. So nonetheless, I had to pick this up. Natural Born Killers. You can turn this on. It's got parts of the movie in it. It's got songs in it. It flows with the movie so well as even if you didn't know what the movie was about or had seen the movie, I believe you can enjoy this just listening to this without have seen the movie. So Natural Born Killers. This is on red vinyl with black smoke, and picture there from the movie. This is produced by Trent Reznor and I believe the soundtrack album director Oliver Stone. So there you go. Next is something that I saw and just had to get. I have the VHS tape of it. I love the soundtrack. It's I don't know, man. It's great. Murder Was the Case. I saw this and I had never seen it before. I got pretty excited when I saw it. It doesn't seem like something you should get excited about. I've never seen it, so had to pick it up. Picked it up. If you like Snoop Dogg, Dog Pound, Nate Dogg, Dr. Dre, all that stuff, this is perfect. So, and I forgot to mention, Dr. Dre is on the Natural Born Killers soundtrack, as well as L7 Shit List, Nine Inch Nails Burn, Nine Inch Nails Something I Can Never Have, Dr. Dre The Day, we'll leave it at that, and then the Dog Pound What Would You Do. Those songs are great. There is some Leonard Cohen songs on there as well. Let me just pick it back up. Leonard Cohen, Waiting for the Miracle. I mean, this whole thing is just great. So definitely give Natural Born Killers a try. And then after you do that, give Calvin Brodus, Murder Was the Case. Give that a try. You know, I hate saying the next one. What do you do? What do you say? The next one up. You got 16 to 20 things, and you're just saying the next one, the next one, the next one. This next one is simply because of the music, the performer of the music. I'm not sure if there's others in it. I just know that this is the reason that I purchased this. I have no idea what this is for a show or any of that. I have not seen the show. I have nothing. Nothing. I simply bought it because of Michael Åkerfeldt from Opeth. This does not sound like Opeth. This is just him making a score, and I haven't even really given it a listen fully. I've turned this on and just kind of saw what it was about, but I have not listened through it at all. Just picked it up simply because of Michael Åkerfeldt. Moving right along, we have Re-Animator. This is another one that I have not seen. I've got it. I just got it not that long ago. Definitely need to watch this one. But listen to the soundtrack, and it definitely gives off some Psycho vibes. I looked into it just a little bit, hearing that soundtrack and noticing that right off the bat. And apparently it's kind of a nod to the to Psycho. So I don't know how much of that's true or how much of that is represented properly, but either way, if you listen to it, it sounds like Psycho right off the bat. Once the song starts, like if you got some rumbling and some stuff, and then it gets right into it, and it starts out and it sounds just like Psycho. Moving on, we have another one I have not heard, but it's Danny Elfman. It's Edward Scissorhands. So Danny Elfman's great. I like his musical. I like his music as well as his composing of scores, just like Trent Reznor. So This is the soundtrack to Edward Scissorhands. This one is just a release, one album release, with just a photo inside. So it's not heavy with the extras, but all right. So getting close to the end here. This one is another one that was simply purchased because of the people that did the score, and that is Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. This is Nell'Ora Blue. I believe this is an Italian film. I have not seen it. I have no idea about it at all. I simply bought it for, again, Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. And there are only 3,000 copies in this purple. I don't know if there's any others, any other colors or anything like that. If you like Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats, I haven't listened through this entire thing. I have listened through most of it. It's a movie score. It doesn't sound like you're not going to get complete Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats. I have no idea if this is available still, but I love Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats, and I had to pick it up. We have one more here. I almost wasn't going to show this. One of my record stores put this up on their Instagram, and I immediately messaged them to find it when I saw it. And I saw it like a day later, so I was pretty freaked out that somebody went and got it. I don't know why I was freaked out that someone went and got it. It only mattered to me. I don't think anyone else saw this and was like, I gotta go up there and get it, but I definitely was. And I've kind of listened through this. It's not exactly what I expected it to be, but maybe it is. Maybe I just had to have it. It wasn't about what was on it per se. This one, at least for this one, it's just childhood. That's all it is. Masters of the Universe. So I saw this cover and I was like, I gotta go get this. I hate to admit how excited I was when I saw this, and I have not put it on other than the one time when I brought it home, and I just had to have it. You know, I had to have it. I could not. I mean, I drove up there and I made these people look for this. I looked all over the place. It had been put somewhere not in the movie soundtracks, or it was just thrown somewhere, and we did find it. And again, I had to have this. Like, it was embarrassing how bad I wanted this. So those are my movie soundtracks. I plan to add to them. Let me know which ones of those that you like, which ones you don't like, which ones you pick up if you decide to go to Waxworks and pick some of those up, or anywhere else and pick any up. Links in the description for Waxworks and for each product individually, the ones that are still available at the time of recording this video. And as always, I am Shelf Aware. Are you?